Good morning, friends. Thanks for waking up with us. It's 9 o'clock on the dot. I'm Monica Coleman. It's Sunday, March 26th. We start this morning in Mississippi. Let's check in a little closer to home with meteorologist Brendan Menchef. Brendan, athletes are preparing this morning for the Kaiser Permanente running of the Elk in Elk Grove. It's looking like we may have a perfect day for running. All eyes are on the Kings this morning as the road to the playoffs continues. Our Alicia Machado was at the Golden One Center talking to some very excited fans. March has been a month of storms in Nevada County. Residents were without power and propane deliveries for 10 days. Here at ABC 10, we stand for you and looked into what the issues are and the solutions, especially since the same problems are likely to occur during wildfire season. ABC 10's Devin Truby reports. That was ABC 10's Devin Truby reporting. The association tells us there are no supply issues with propane. What happened during the March storms was about delivery, not supply. A scary situation left a casino on lockdown in Tahoe on Saturday. Hard Rock Hotel Casino was placed on lockdown after an active shooter was reported there. In Stockton, the mayor was on hand to celebrate a very important milestone. The First Presbyterian Church turned 100 years old. Photojournalist Diana Williams has that story. Each weekend, ABC 10's Walt Gregg catches up with the journalists about the biggest political stories of the week. Here's Walt with more. Well, if you thought you felt an earthquake last night in Sacramento, that was just 18,000 plus fans cheering at the Golden One Center. The Kings are on the verge of making a little bit of history. ABC 10's Kevin John is standing by with everything you need to know. Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us on this beautiful Sunday. I'm Monica Coleman. Let's start this morning outside, huh? Let's check in with meteorologist Brendan Menchef. Brendan, it will be a nice weekend to go out to maybe Auburn on one of the hikes out there. It really is just a great day, a great weekend. New this morning, President Joe Biden issued an emergency declaration for Mississippi after a deadly tornado ripped through the Delta on Friday. People are still trying to understand the impact of that tornado that stayed on the ground for close to 100 miles in the southeast. The death toll now up to 26. ABC's Morgan Norwood has more. Facing a possible indictment, former President Donald Trump used his first election rally in Waco, Texas to belittle the prosecutors investigating him and fire up his base ahead of the 2024 election. During his speech, Trump also repeatedly went after President Joe Biden regarding the state of the economy. Just a few days ago, we talked about the governor's plan to put 1,200 of these tiny homes across California to get people off the streets. 350 of those are set to be placed at Cal Expo in the coming months. Then, of course, there's the lot of 100 sheds on Power Inn Road that are supposed to house people experiencing homelessness. Those are still sitting vacant, as Sacramento City and County say they're having issues with permits and material sourcing. And they are not just a solution for homelessness. We have even spoken to people fighting to have the right to live in a tiny home on their own land. They say it's a cheaper option for people who don't need as much space or simply can't afford today's home prices. But a lot of times, solutions to the homeless crisis, like tiny home plots, are often met with the attitude, not in my backyard. But this morning, ABC 10's Becca Habegger introduces us to one woman who's changing lives with tiny homes and a lot of love. Robin Moore says she is a nerd when it comes to doing things right, dotting every I, crossing every T, getting the permits and the insurance, because she wants Safe Harbor to last and thrive as a bridge from homelessness to housed. We've put a link to where you can get in touch and donate if you're interested on abc10.com/tothepoint. Just look for the links mentioned tab. Tomorrow on To The Point with Alex Bell at 6:30. We've been hearing from people in West Roseville. There's a major industrial park being proposed in a brand new neighborhood. Alex Bell is listening to their concerns and taking them straight to the city. A social justice art walk was held Saturday to address anti-Asian hate and injustice at the Capitol. The walk was inspired by the movement of Black Lives and the surge of hate crimes experienced by members of the Asian community since 2020. Clean California Community Days held Dump Day for people living in Modesto who wanted to part ways with larger items. It was held Saturday from 8 o'clock to noon. If you're in Sacramento this weekend, you can find some of the best tamales along Franklin Boulevard. We're talking about the grocery store La Esperanza, where a group of mostly women work hard to feed hundreds of hungry customers. ABC 10's Marcus Allen has that story. Before we go this morning, here's a recap of some of the top stories we've been following for you.